Where did you think that you were coming today? To the beach? Why are you in shorts? It's a complete sign of disrespect. I'm going to let it pass today, but if you come here again in shorts, I'm going to put you out and we'll set you off for the next day and we'll make you come back the next day. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I apologize.
Okay. This is not your first case. You know better.
I apologize, sir.
Okay. Mr. Surges, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On October 13, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. The caller observed the defendant arrive at the location and pace back and forth around the car before proceeding to enter the vehicle and turn the lights on as if he were attempting to get the motor vehicle turned on. Upon arrival, the officers observed the defendant sitting inside the motor vehicle that was parked on the driveway in front of the residence, and the defendant claimed the vehicle belonged to his girlfriend, but when asked to provide his girlfriend's name, could not provide any information. The complainant, the owner of the motor vehicle, advised she did not give the defendant permission to enter his vehicle and wishes to pursue charges.
So it's criminal trespass of a car.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, pause for a second. This might seem small, but it matters. The judge has already set the tone here. Courtroom decorum isn't about fashion, it's about respect. When a judge calls something disrespectful, that's a warning shot. And legally speaking, this is a low-level charge, criminal trespass of a vehicle. But notice how fast it can spiral when the defendant starts pushing back. Probable cause is found, bond conditions are set, and suddenly this isn't just about a car anymore. It's about whether the court trusts you at all.
All right, Mr. Surges, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person or the complaining witness. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Why are you looking at me with bewilderment?
Because I didn't even talk to the people. I was, sir.
If the only thing I'm going to tell you, if that there's a car and it's not yours, don't go into the car. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the case. I'm just telling you what your bond conditions are. Don't go into anyone's car unless it's yours. Do you understand? Okay. What do you do for a living, Mr. Surges?
One of the pay centers. Temporary.
When is the last time you've had a full-time job?
In my life.
What were you doing?
Checking the box.
Why did you stop working?
They didn't have enough hours for me. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just quit?
No, they didn't have enough hours.
They let you go?
Something like that. They didn't have enough hours for me to work.
Where are you living now?
I'm in a sensitive situation. I understand that, sir.
You need to get a full-time job. I'm making that a condition of your bond.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
I will appoint your lawyer today, Mr. Surges.
Yes, sir.
One of the conditions is no weapons, and you must get a full-time job.
Okay, yes, sir.
You understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You go to Amazon, go to Starbucks, they're always hiring. And they make you start out at 15 to 17 bucks an hour.
That's fine.
Do it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you come back and show me that you've done nothing, life's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. We'll have you fill out an application for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond condition.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I'll issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed day.
Clayton Hodges. Mr. Hodges, you're charged with failure to give information upon striking a highway fixture. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 5th, 2024, officers responded to a criminal mischief call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officers made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated he woke up, realized his tree had been ran into, checked his surveillance, and observed the defendant's motor vehicle collide into a tree traveling at a high rate of speed. The defendant appeared to get out of the motor vehicle, walk in front of the motor vehicle, and then proceed to get back inside the motor vehicle. The officer observed tire mark damage in the landscape leading up to the tree, damage to bricks around the tree, and damage to the tree itself. Damage was approximately $200 for the brick and grass and $2,500 for the tree.
Tell me, what time of day or night was this? Is this in the middle of the night? Do we know that alcohol or any kind of drugs or anything played a factor in this?
It took place at approximately 2 in the morning. And one moment I can see if there's any alcohol involved.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I don't see any, Your Honor.
let me ask you this. What kind of priors?
Your Honor, he has previous, well, actually, I believe he still has open cases in Galveston at 2024 with unknown dispositions, a DWI, collision causing damage to a motor vehicle, and a UCW out of Galveston.
Just 3 open cases in Galveston?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Haddad, did you see this? We're talking about Mr. Hodges here.
Mr. Hodges, Judge, for me, check.
He has an open DWI, UCW, and perhaps something else. Also, Alex, if you can run a license as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Judge, I do see that, yeah, this is held, so it's open. Yeah, Judge, checking the TCIC, it looks like there are 3 pending cases open.
The third one besides DWI, UCW, what was the other one?
Collision involving damage to a vehicle, approximately $200.
I'm taking off.
It looks like it is their Galveston's version of an FSGI. It's just called.
Now we have another one.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. Hodges, I take public safety extremely serious. And if I find that you become a danger to my public here in Harris County, I'm telling you now, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand? I am taking away your privilege to drive. And you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me that you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? I am also giving you a curfew so that you are not out in the middle of the night. The other thing is this, is that you have 3 open cases in Galveston. It's only a matter of time before they learn about them. And when they do, they're going to revoke all of those bonds and issue 3 warrants for your arrest. So, as it stands now, do not drive. And I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're using, I'm going to revoke your bond, deem you a public danger, and I'm going to make your bond so high that your head will.
This right here is the judge going full public safety mode. When you hear phrases like danger to my public and I will light you up, that's not theatrics, that's the court laying groundwork. Legally, this is bond control. No driving, GPS monitoring, curfews, random testing. Why? Because with multiple open cases, one bad move can trigger a domino effect. Revoked bonds, new warrants, instant jail. At this point, freedom is hanging by a thread.
Just combust. Do you understand? GPS monitor, curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., waive the fee, no drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis, and no driving. What do you do for a living, Mr. Hodges?
I'm an electrician.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. Heed this warning. If you drove here, you may not drive home. And the worst possible thing you can do at this time is get into a car and drive, because if you do, you're going to stay with me for quite a while. Do you understand?
Sure.
I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. You will get to Victoria, sign a reset, then you'll get with pretrial, and then we'll see you later. When you come back, have a lawyer, Mr. Hodges. Don't be a danger to my public. Do you understand?
Sure.
That's my.
John, really? They put Wiggins into a ag sec. They did it.
I
Wow.
didn't have to call them, when I called them that day, we did it that day.
Wow.
So the way, all they did was wait for that order.
This is Wilson on page 37.
Okay. Good morning, Miss Wilson.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On October 14th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a major crash call at 300 West Loop in Harris County, Texas, after the defendant's motor vehicle crashed into a tree. Upon arrival, the officers observed the defendant outside her motor vehicle and observed the defendant with a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, bloodshot eyes, and swaying while speaking. The defendant admitted to drinking and advised she was driving. The defendant also stated she knew she was intoxicated and that she shouldn't have been operating a motor vehicle. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 4 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.132 and 0.137.
Okay. All right, Ms. Wilson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
I have one in Arkansas. Yes, but it's valid.
License, please.
Your Honor, we don't have a driver's license on file in our system.
Okay. Do you live in Houston now?
Yes.
How long have you lived in Houston?
3.5 months.
You planning on staying?
Yes.
Okay, it's time that you surrender that license. You have to get a Texas driver license.
Okay.
How old are you, man?
I'm 21.
What do you do for a living?
I do Uber Eats and I do hair. Like I'm a self-employed, so I do a lot of things on my own, like hair and stuff like that. It's social media influencer.
You have liability insurance in your name.
Insurance.
You have car insurance in your name.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I have. Yes, I do.
How?
I have insurance with Amex
Pays for it.
and my sister together.
Are you sure?
Yes, I was under my mom at first,
Okay,
but
well, I don't want you to drive unless you 100% know that you have car insurance. I want you to look it up.
yes, I do.
Okay, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using any kind of alcohol or illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand? No more alcohol, no more illegal drugs. That includes marijuana. Don't smoke, otherwise I will put you in jail. You understand?
Yes.
Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, man? Okay. Steven's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. Eventually, you get with pre-trial for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Okay? Please. Good morning, Ms. Jones.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm a little nervous.
Hi.
I don't know.
You need to be nervous. Look, you know, Josh is asking me to give you a PR bond, but I want to give you a PR bond, but I don't want to put you out on the street. You have a place to go to.
Yes, sir.
Where?
Springs, Texas. Springs, Texas,
And she gave me an address, Judge, in Spring, Texas.
with my boyfriend. With my boyfriend.
Sure.
Yes, sir. I got the number. You want the number too?
He's been reaching out to me, so that.
Oh, you have to?
Right,
No,
right,
no,
yes.
no. Great. As long as I know that you have a place to go to, I'm okay.
And I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And I was checking myself into a rehab when I got out.
That's the only other thing I want you to do. Stay clean and sober. Because I don't want to lose contact with you, because I'm going to tell you, I will give you a PR bond one time.
Yes, sir.
Fail us, I'm not gonna give you another one. I want to trust you. I want to know that you're not going to be a danger to society, to the public. As long as you can do that, we're fine.
Thank you, sir.
Josh is going to give you his cell phone so you can always get a hold of him if there's ever a problem. If Josh tells me he can't get a hold of you, I'm going to take the PR bond away, no more. Or if you pick up a new case,
I'm done. I'm done with the cases. I'm done coming to jail. I'm done.
what's the drug of choice?
PCP, crack cocaine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're not getting any younger.
I'm 38.
38. At some point, all this is going to go haywire if you continue with the PCP. Don't. All right. Okay, so we needed to sign conditions, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. The ag assault that you just had dismissed, was it the same complaining witness as this one?
Totally separate.
Okay, good. No contact with that complaining witness. All right, Ms. Jones, best of luck. Go get into rehab.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You ready? Yes.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
What was the client's name again?
It was Jones. The first name was,
Oh, it's not on docket, right?
no, Dr.
Right.
Do you want the cause number?
Yeah, please.
Cause number on this one, Judge. 229966801010.
Ms. Jones, come up.
Just fine, stand up here. Speak on the subject with me, okay?
All right. So good morning, Ms. Jones. You know, I'm going to tell you that you are very lucky today. Not only because of the deal that you're getting, but that you really have a lawyer that's willing to come down from up there, come down here, work on your case for free, no less,
I know.
to help you work this thing out. Not many people do that, you know, so count your lucky,
I have.
right?
Yes, sir.
The other thing is that, you know, all the cases that you have here, because of one reason and one reason only. No self-control. You get upset, you wig out, do whatever you want without thinking of consequence. You can't do that. What's happening is they're going to dismiss this felony case. And I'm going to tell you that if this happens again to you, they're not going to do this kind of deal for you again. You understand? You don't continue to get bites of the apple where they're going to dismiss felonies in exchange for a plea on the misdemeanor. Now, on this case, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for 2. You need to understand that this charge is going to go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You also need to understand if you continue with the same course of conduct, it's very possible they hit you with another felony charge. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take this off. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Now, as far as the plea bargain is concerned, you plead on this, they're going to dismiss the felony case. That's how you understand it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead to the misdemeanor?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to it, and good luck to you.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Judge.
much, sir. Good job. I'm CC.
March 19.
Mr. Garza, do you have a lawyer today?
So,
What are you doing about that?
sorry,
What are you doing about that?
I'm trying to just see what I could do to proceed. I mean,
You need a
lot of time
lawyer.
waiting.
You're facing a lot of time in jail.
Can I get one appointed?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a lift technician, automotive lift technician.
Okay, how much money do you make a month?
Thousands.
You don't qualify for a lawyer. You make too much money. You have to be at the poverty guideline to qualify for a lawyer. Who do you live with?
Solo.
Are you married?
Why is there a lifetime? I mean, there's just a small amount of marijuana. I mean, I don't understand why it's a lifetime in jail.
Mr. Garza, it's against the law. You don't live in California. You don't live in Arizona. You don't live in Las Vegas, where it may be legal. This is Texas. And in Texas, unless, limited exceptions, by and large, it's against the law. You just can't. If you don't like it, there are other states. But here, in today's and age, with the legislature that we have, marijuana is illegal. If you don't like it, go get a hold of your congressman, go get a hold of your state senator and change the law. That's the way to go about doing it. But sitting here and complaining with us, this is not the right forum. You're facing a lot of time and you need a lawyer to represent you. Have you done any research as to looking into any lawyers?
I have been talking to a lawyer, but I just didn't know how far it would be. So is it possible to have like an extra few days?
Facing 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. So it's quite a bit of time.
Yes, sir. I have a little bit more time so I can get a lawyer. Okay.
How many lawyers have you spoken to?
Well, I've only spoken to a few, but nobody's taking anybody right now. So they're all busy. So I keep
Haven't
calling.
spoken to enough. There's a gajillion and one lawyers in Harris County. It's like going to buy a car. You go to the right dealership to what you can afford. You don't go to a Bugatti, you don't go to a Porsche, you don't go to a Ferrari dealership when you're starting out. Go to, Honda, Toyota, whatever it may be. And when you're buying a car, you haggle with them, like with the same thing with a lawyer. You haggle with the lawyer. 99% of them will put you on a payment plan where you pay a couple $100s a month and they'll represent you. But that's how it goes. Unless you meet the poverty guidelines, that is when we appoint lawyers.
Okay.
How old are you?
32.
Okay. Are you married? Do you have kids?
I do, but they're with their baby mother.
Do you pay child support? How much?
They're on the side. We don't go through the court system. I just pay her out.
Okay, well, all right. So what we'll do is we'll give you more time. I'll have you sign a receipt. We'll give you 30 days. If you need to call 30, call 30. That's what it takes.
All right, sir.
Malik Swearingen. Judge, I believe, is incompetent. He's picked up on these old warrants from 2002 and 2001. The situation where they were mental health crises that they came out. He was in custody of his father and grandmother at the time, and they were working to try to put him in CPS custody. Now that he's adult, his mother and a family friend that he works for is here. Allison Matthews was on this case before. She texted me over the weekend once he got picked up, asking me if I could take over. I don't believe he's competent. Mother is concerned because he's in general population. He's been with her and he works for that gentleman back there. If we could get him out on a PR bond and not have him in custody to do the competency exam. And we do release instructions where he's picked up by her tomorrow at another time.
If I bring him out, can we talk to him or no?
You can talk to him, but he's going to be talking about things that are not relevant.
Okay. How old is he, Lori?
He's 20. He'll be 21 December 1st.
What's he been doing with his life?
What he's been doing with his life? He just started living with me.
Is it recent? Has it always been like this? Was there a catastrophic event that?
From his father and his grandmother, yes, sir.
What happened?
I'm not his
Has he
father,
already always had mental health issues is what?
not
the
his
judge-
father gave him some drugs, like some,
Father gave him drugs?
yes, it was embalming fluid, yes, and it messed him up, like,
Did he give him?
so,
Embalming fluid.
Is that,
PCP.
right, will you dip a cigarette and then smoke?
Mhm.
Yeah, he used to play sports, he used to play football, and just,
That's so sad. Where's dad now?
in prison.
Good.
Yeah.
At least now we know that son's protected, although problem is he did the damage while he was out.
Yeah.
How long is he gonna be in?
He's supposed to be getting out sometime, I guess, I don't even know, sometime this year I know of.
Because, I mean, if I let him out, I had serious concerns about him having contact with dad. I don't want him to have
No, I don't, he
contact.
don't want to have contact with his father. I mean, I don't talk about it on his father, but he knows what his father did, like, you know. He stays with me now,
Where was he before?
with his dad and his grandmother. They always want to put him in a psych ward.
Should we have him evaluated by Dr. Beard to see what the proper, Lori, should we have him evaluated by doctor to see what the proper care is?
I am getting him evaluated for competency. That's what the plan is to do. The mother has a concern of him waiting in jail to do that. And they don't have the money to afford the $15,000 bonds. And so they asked me to see if they could get them reduced.
Problem is that you have to understand, you let him out, he doesn't show up to court. He just doesn't.
Yes, sir. Now that I'm informed of it, he will be in court. He will go and take his mental evaluations, his whatever is he has to do. I'll make sure he gets it done.
Good morning, Mr. Swear.
This is where the courtroom shifts gears completely. We're no longer talking punishment. We're talking competency. If a defendant doesn't understand the charges or can't assist in their defense, the Constitution says the case stops right there, and the judge knows it. This becomes a balancing act: public safety versus compassion, structure versus freedom. Watch closely. This is one of the rare moments where the system shows both its power and its limits.
Virgin, how's jail?
It's jumpy.
Yeah, it's not a fun place, right? Your mom wants me to let you out, but when I let you out, you never come back. The problem I have is that I would love to let you out, but I know if I let you out, I'm not going to see you again until we arrest you. And that's a problem.
Sir, have a seat. Have a seat, please.
What do you want to do with your life, Mr. Swearingen? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do in life? Do you want to do anything? Talk to me. It's okay. I want to help you. I don't want to keep you in jail. I want to let you out. But I have to know that I can trust you and that you're not going to be a danger to anyone. Can you help us with that? If he's housed in general pop now, is it possible to move him to a different location?
They make the assessment, I believe, in the jail. I can make a request to our social services.
I can do a court order and we can do whatever we want. If
You can do the court order, you could probably ask for it to be placed in the MSU housing. The only thing is, before they do that, he'll have to be reevaluated by the doctors there in the jail. Then, at that point, if they find that it's viable, then they will put him there. Matter of fact, let me see.
I mean, Lori, we can kill two birds with one stone here.
Yeah, he's on the 5th floor. He's not on that floor. He would have to be on the second floor.
Is that the MHMRA floor?
Yeah, that's half of that floor is for that.
I don't know. What do you think? Problem is that this has happened already 4 or 5 times now, where we've let him out and he doesn't show up. You know, what?
Well, the last time
Hey,
he was let out, I couldn't find him for 47 days because I was calling the jail and the jail told me that he was incarcerated and he had a court date, but the whole time he wasn't even here. He was sitting on the bench for like 3 days waiting on me to pick him up. He didn't have no phone number. He couldn't find his way home. So
I'm happy that you're here though. It helps a lot because, I mean, if you weren't here, you being here shows me that you care and I want to help you and I want to work with you, right?
I mean, whatever stipulation, whatever I have to do to make sure he's home and like I'll get everything in my medication, whatever. I just worry about him being in here.
If I let him out, is he going to listen to you? That's one of my main concerns. Yeah, I can let him out, but is he going to listen to you? If I let you out, are you going to listen to mom?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What happens if you don't listen to mom?
No court.
Back to jail. I'm not going to play this game with you again, Mrs. Swearingen, if I let you out. The only reason is for you to stay with mom. You live with mom and you say yes to her rules. It doesn't matter if it makes you mad. You listen to mom. Because if you don't, I will put you back in jail and I'm not going to do this again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking for much. All I want you to do is just behave. Be nice. It's not hard. If you get upset, find another release. Don't beat someone up. Don't threaten. Go outside and run. Go play basketball. Beat up a tree, but not a person. And be nice to them. Lori, I'd like to have him tested and I want to give him a curfew because I don't want him out in the middle of the night.
Okay.
What do you think about a monitor? Yay or nay? We need more.
Mom says fine. An electronic monitor.
So that we know where he is.
Yes, sir.
He will get it prior to release so that we know it gets on. He's gonna have a curfew of 9 or 10, whatever you think is appropriate. He must attend all doctor's appointments and take any prescribed medication from a doctor, and he's got to stay with you and no weapons. And the only reason is because you're here. And I'll tell you now, I'm not going to do this again. I will not do this again. If you leave, if you start using alcohol or drugs, you do something you're not supposed to, I will put you back in jail, and I'm not going to do this again. Do you understand, Mr. Swearingen? Okay. Look, life is not hard. Okay, just a couple